Assalamu alaikum. So if I have to talk about the drive today which took place in the morning, so I would start with that as the magistrate of Sopore, the Tahsildar Sopore visited our campus and also visited the main road outside our campus. And I would also like to say that the traffic mess does not take place only at Welkin, it takes place at all the junctions of Sopore town, or I should say across the state. But when Tahsildar Sahab visited our institution in the morning, as the magistrate, he has every right to visit the institution. But what went wrong was that he allowed the private vehicles to enter the campus. And when the private vehicles entered the campus, these are those private vehicles who are not allowed to ferry students because they are not the commercial vehicles, they are private vehicles. So most of the vehicles, these private vehicles do not have, the drivers do not have the license, they are running on LPG gas cylinders, they do not have the requisite documents which a vehicle should have if they have to ferry students or passengers or someone else. While as a school, what we have done is we have dedicated a separate gate number 5 and gate number 7, exclusively for private vehicles. Those are the private vehicles who are registered, who bear the yellow number plate, whose driver has a valid driving license, who have valid documents. We allow them into the campus. As a school, we are most welcome. As a school, we will give them the parking tags. We will allow them inside as they're already allowed. Okay, but only those vehicles who definitely have the valid requisites which are being set by the government. Recently, if you can, I'll show you. The Assistant Transport Commissioner, Jammu and Kashmir, has passed down guidelines which will regulate all the school vehicles which are owned by the school, as well as those school vehicles which are which have been outsourced or which have been privately hired by the parents to ferry the students. All of us have to abide by these points. So if any vehicle is abiding by these points, we are more than happy to welcome them into the campus.
So it's a safety concern.
It's a safety concern. So what happened today in the morning when Tahsildar Sahab came, he asked, he had asked the people who were at the helm of affairs near these gates. We exclusively use gate number 2 and gate number 3 for those students who come on their own, who come by walking. And when the vehicles were allowed inside, there was a chaotic situation. Little students, they were crying, they didn't know what is happening, and probably many of them felt that, God forbid, some undue incident has taken place. And that's why so much of chaotic situation has been created. If only we had a prior information about it, we would have put our barricades and our system in place. But we did not have any prior intimation. But my humble request to the administration of Sopore, to the police set of Sopore, is that this should continue. These drives should continue. But please take into consideration the situations which are created by other individuals also. Like when you talk about the traffic jam near Welkin, it's not the traffic jam of Welkin. You please visit Welkin and the sub-district hospital Sopore after 4 p.m. or you visit it on Sundays and see the kind of jam which is which you will see onto these main roads. So inside, these patients who come to visit the doctors in the hospital, they do not utilize the parking which is inside because that is a paid parking. They park the vehicles outside our school. So it seems like these vehicles belong to Welkin, but that is not the reality. So I think the administration has to come and has to see actually who is creating this mess. And I was also, listening to one of the video clips of Tahsildar Sopore, wherein he's mentioning that, the school is forcing the parents to avail school transport. Kindly come forward and show me one parent whom we have forced. And why should we force a parent? It's the will and wish of the parent. But the only thing we are requesting the parent community as well as the administration is, please see to it that the vehicles which you are utilizing for your children should be valid vehicles. It should not be running on LPGs. It should not be running by these random drivers who do not possess a valid documents and license. That's what we are trying to talk about. You look at these private vehicles which are coming in, each vehicle is giving 3 to 4 shifts. Our school is called off at 3:30, but we have students here till 4:30, and we will provide you the CCTV footage, each day, as to we have these students lingering on here till 4:30. So my staff also leaves by 4 o'clock. Who's going to take care of these students after 4 o'clock? Because these private vehicles are giving 3 shifts, 4 shifts. Okay, and you can see, please come. You are also responsible citizens of Sopore. You can come and check out at the on time and off time the mess which is being created by these illegal vehicles.
So that's where the role of transport department comes in. ARTO should come and it should...
I would say the whole administration should come forward. The whole administration should come forward. Welkin has created a niche for itself in district Baramulla, in the whole Kashmir Valley. Yes, we are, mashallah, one of the leading institutions here. We are here to provide quality education to the students, but at the same time, take care of their safety and security. What happens outside the campus, we cannot monitor that. We cannot monitor that. So what we have, recently we have, as a school association, we met the Honorable Deputy Commissioner Baramulla also. He has also forwarded certain guidelines wherein we have requested them to ease, keep certain junctions wherein the traffic police or the police should monitor it, so that these unnecessarily jams do not take place, unnecessarily, no hiccups should come up, wherein the life and the safety of a child can be a concern. अगर मैं Welkin की बात करूँगी, Welkin and Sopore Hospital are opposite each other, and I think according to the Supreme Court guidelines, according to the government guidelines, the sale of tobacco as well as sale of cigarettes should not be anywhere in the 100 yards of hospital as well as the school. But it is your responsibility as citizens, it's the responsibility of administration to check if these orders are really getting implemented or not. Okay, it's for you people to check. We are no one to say if it's being done or if it's not being done. You have to see ground reality, what is actually taking place. School administration, our message to the parent community would be that please, when you are hiring any vehicle for your children, for your child, for your children, for your learners, please see to it that the vehicle should be actually driven by an individual who has a valid license, which has valid documents, the necessary insurance documents, the permit documents, all of this, pollution, all of these documents should be in place. And, CCTV cameras, whatever are the guidelines. Like, see, we as a private school also have to abide by these, rules and regulations of the government, and we are trying our maximum to abide by these rules and regulation. We are right now installing CCTV cameras in our buses. We have already done the rest of the formalities. Okay, so the same rule should apply to them, because ultimately it's the safety and the security of a child which has to be taken care of. So when the students in the evening, when they board our school buses, the school owned transport, a proper counting takes place, a proper attendance takes place. If all the children have boarded the bus, if if each child is fine, everything is being noted. But God forbid, if anything happens to a child who is being, who travels in these private transports, wherein, we don't know, any, God forbid, any accident, any issue can crop up, and at that time the blame will come onto the school. But we will like to say the school does not have any hand, any concern in these private vehicles.